it will. I believe it will. So embrace it, feel the joy. Lord knows you've been through enough strife and everything else, but I know you will. I know you will embrace it. And I know you can feel it. I could tell yesterday. It's obvious today. But just keep your heart open to that love because it does still exist. You got to look for it really hard some days, but it is there.
You know, um, holy fucking hell. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this, but I don't want to be an idiot on the internet.
You can't.
You're not.
So, like, every, since my house burnt down,
Let it out. It's okay. We're here for you. Let it out.
Deep breath.
so the anniversary just passed, right? It was in May. So it's been like 16 years. So, that's when I went really downhill. You know what I mean? After my house burnt down. And it was bad before that, but it really went bad then. But, I struggled so bad to try to get something back after that. To try to, I think my main thing, like when I moved in here and people were around for that, we didn't have anything. We didn't have anything. And I always said, and Tech was even there for that. You know what I mean? I was like, we have this really nice apartment and just not anything to put in it. You know what I mean? So we lived like that for a couple of years. And slowly I started to get, things here and there. But now I've always just wanted to give Gianna like a home to be proud of. And you guys did that. You guys did that. You know what I mean? Like you did it in one night, like in one night.
That happened because you're such an incredible person, and you refuse to see that and want to fight with me every time I say it. That you are, and you've
Yeah,
gone
no,
through so
it's
much
really
and over
important to me though. It's very important to me. It's very important to me. Yes, like what you've done for Gianna, and like her room is going to be amazing, and like I'm gonna bring everybody. Like we're gonna do it together. We're gonna decorate it together. We're gonna do everything together. Like I talked to her mom, and we can do the live for her birthday. But I think like if you guys want to follow this account, it's probably going to be on this account. Follow this account because I probably am going to make it private, but we'll make sure that everybody that really wants to be there, as long as I know who you are. Because I heard some rumors about I don't want to talk about that right now, but as long as we know who you are, you know what I mean, then because she's only really worried about, like, of course, the one person she's worried about. I think that's obvious without saying names. Also, this is the first time, like, I've seen stuff like this happen to other people. I really have. But I've never ever been on the receiving end of that. And it makes me wonder. And I thought about it a lot last night. Like, if this is, like, what we're capable of, like, if there's this much, like, love and support here, then why do we act the way we do? You know what I mean? Like if we're capable, like this is life-changing stuff. This isn't like something little. This is like you changed our life. You changed the dynamic of our home and made it I'm missing the word. And it just it makes me so confused, right? That we're this good. We're this good as a group. Like we're all this good as a group. We have this much love and this much support and this is the first time that I have experienced community like this on the internet. I'm not joking. This is something else. I had a whole panic attack in the middle of, listen, y'all, some of y'all need your shopping privileges revoked. I mean, revoked. Take it away, all your credit
Every
cards.
time I look at there's nothing there.
So I made mistakes. This was like a cracked out version of extreme shopping. And I made two mistakes, right? And before I could get back to the list to correct the mistake was bought. But it isn't a mistake. It just wasn't okay. So when you're doing the list thing, I guess something, if you double tap or something, or if you lift it up and it'll pop up added to the list, right? And there was that tablet, and I'm not even going to talk about that tablet because that tablet was a mistake. And I went back to take the tablet off, and the tablet was gone. Some of y'all need your shopping privileges revoked. Some of y'all are on. Listen, I couldn't keep anything up on the list. Everybody, they're like, add more, add more. I added more. And then I'm getting messages. Hey, I'm looking for Gianna's wish list. And I'm like, I just put stuff. Y'all wait until you see. I have always wanted, listen, if I had my way, my whole apartment would be nothing but sensory, everything in every room. You know what I mean? But the stuff that I got for G's room to make a sensory room and like an actual sensory room. I'm so overwhelmed and just, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the first time I'm super excited. Like, I'm so fucking excited. And I haven't been excited. I've been just stressed and, now I'm just like 2 weeks from today. Oh, sorry, pause. I didn't mean to do that.
I don't. There's a lot of people from a lot
Don't
of
do it,
different
Sass.
now, and I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable or anything. So I'm just gonna get down and I'm gonna have my breakfast. But I just want to
We're
say
not
one thing.
making
I
anybody uncomfortable.
just
Thank you, applesauce.
I just want to say one thing because I'm very protective over Pam, and there's not a person in the world that deserves this more. When I say that I have literally argued with her to try and let me do something nice for her, I mean it. She's been annoying. She won't fucking let me do anything for her. Okay, and I'm just joking. You're not actually annoying, but she
I
she
love you,
does not
Stacy.
like. I love you. She does not like to accept things, and I'm just begging you guys to let this remain a kind gesture. Pam deserves this. Gianna deserves this so much. She's done so fucking well. She's like so much growth in the last year that I've seen, and she really deserves this. So please never hang this over her head ever. Please, I'm begging you, because she genuinely deserves
Good
this.
morning,
I say
Ranger.
that parents and caretakers of children with autism, it's hard Okay, this 3 hours of sleep shit happens every fucking day. Okay,
Summer's rough, man. Summer is rough. Summer ain't no joke, but I know people understand that. There's people in here that completely understand the struggle of a child with autism, but
a lot of people
Ranger,
undermine it and totally invalidate it. So you deserve this. I'm so excited for you. I love you. I'm so excited for Gianna. I can't fucking wait to see how happy she is. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna have some breakfast. But I love you, and I thank you genuinely, everybody, from the bottom of my fucking heart. Thank you so much for doing that for her.
this has just been. I mean, I can't wait. Like we're gonna do some like decorating lives. Like okay, like I'm planning everything in my head. So like the apartment is gonna be ready on the 6th, and I think I'm gonna talk to her bus driver because he was gonna originally help me move, but I got movers now. But I think what I'm gonna do is connect with him, and on the 6th I'm gonna have him start taking stuff to the new apartment. You guys got her that jungle gym for the backyard? I swear to God. And that is going to be huge for her. She's going to love that so much, y'all. So I'm gonna see if he can do like put the doorway swing in and build the jungle gym. So like that stuff is like ready to go. I'm gonna do my absolute best to so it'll be us together like getting stuff up in her room, because my main goal is to like have her stuff ready for her when she gets home from school on the 8th. Thank you. Who's blaming on the goofy goobers? Is that MJ?
I don't know if it's her, but it's definitely part of her group, but I don't know who that is.
I think it is her. Oh, it's not?
Oh,
Oh, it's not?
I don't know. I've seen the account around, but I have no clue.
Oh, okay. What time is it? Oh, it's only...
It is
Smash
11
this
o'clock
button.
Eastern.
Smashley's probably not even up yet.
You know, somewhere along the line, Pam, people finally started seeing you as a human.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And I feel like I have to apologize for that. I feel like that was my fault somewhat too. You know what I mean? And I really honestly didn't I didn't know or realize like seeing me made such a big difference, right? Because it obviously did. Because I think people heard me more because they could see me. And I do agree with that I do feel like this is in fact, the first time. This is the first time I've really ever felt seen, like, here. Like, because I've come here and tried to say things so many times, and I know I was making sense, and I know that it wasn't like, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like I was always coming here. I wasn't being hateful, but I was absolutely had valid anger over things, right? But I just don't know why, but nobody could see like past that part of it, right? So I feel that, Shiny. I feel that a lot. Samsy. Samsy, you're a fucking mess.
I'm happy it finally happened. You know, for all the people who drug you because they heard G in the background and thought that was an expression other than what it was. I've told you from day one, I've been a part of the special needs community that is like singing to me when I hear her. You can tell the difference when she's frustrated versus just
Yeah. Oh,
happily singing.
you're
And
always gonna know when G's upset for
yeah,
sure.
and you get off if she's upset. But her stimming, they always felt like you were neglecting her somehow, and it was the furthest thing from the truth. Those were such happy noises that she was making. It literally is like singing, and that
Yeah.
warmed my heart when I heard her. So, yeah, you did become human. You always were. But I'm glad that hearts were open to seeing you for who you are and your granddaughter for who she is versus just some monster on the internet that needs to
Because I
be
swear
drawn.
I'm not. I swear the
I know
fuck
you're
I'm
not.
not.
I
I
would have
could,
stuck by your side all this time if you were a monster. I don't do monsters.
if y'all knew, like, how, like, I don't know. But here's my thing, right? After this, like, I wanted, I'm gonna come here and start doing, different things, obviously. I got an easel. Remember I told you guys, like, I wanted to start painting and you guys got me an easel. You got me an easel and you got me 24 canvases. And, like, I'm gonna take you guys with me, you know what I mean? When I'm learning how to paint by the creek, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be doing things
The
that
crick.
aren't the creek, that aren't just fighting on the internet, and you can just come and hang out. We can just bullshit, and you can watch me fuck up a couple paintings before I learn as to what the fuck I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to know what I'm doing, so that'll be fun. I don't know. This is just, to me, is I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude. Like, I don't even, like, and I'm very much like this, like, because this is such a big thing, and I'm like, how am I going to pay this forward? Like, how am I going, because I have to figure out a way to push the kindness somewhere else, because I think that's super important, and I always think that that's super, I've always thought that way. Like, anything, even the smallest kindness that somebody shows me, I try to figure out a way to put it on somebody else. And I think it's really important. That's really important. I don't know how I'm going to repay this one now. Oh, I can't. Wait, 3 or 4 water truck. Listen, I because that's not lost on me either. You know what I mean? Because I did see the same community come together for the water trucks and all of what we did, all of that very important stuff. Because I don't care who says what, nobody's ever going to take away what we did there. Scammy Claus can make fun of water trucks all the fuck she wants to, right? I don't care. What we did was life changing for people. We kept people alive. If if you can't see the difference in Bilal, like, from when we started to how he looks now, we had,
It's aged a decade.
yeah, yes, we we made a huge difference then as well. We did. Absolutely. Oh, man. Stuff has already come today. Already. This is just, y'all are really, no matter what we say or what we do here or what happens here, this is an absolute amazing. Okay, so me being me and the way I pay attention to the world and what's going on, and especially over the past year, right? Just geographically, like, the world in a whole. This may have single-handedly restored my faith in humanity, because I've seen it trickle off and trickle off and trickle off and trickle off every day, people becoming more detached, more individualists, more, and this right here showed me that if this can be, like, something like this can be done, there is going to be a day, y'all, when we all come together and make the changes in this country, in the world. I know it. I'm probably not going to live to see it, right? But I do know that this isn't going to be the world forever. It's not. Like, there's going to be a day where everybody wakes up and goes, this is enough, and we start making the changes that need to be made. Absolutely, Jennifer. Okay. Yeah, if you guys did put okay, so if you guys did send stuff and you like put a note or like who it's from in there, and you don't want me to publicly announce it, let me know, and I won't. In fact, I won't publicly announce unless you see it and you say it's okay, because I'm not trying to, I don't think anybody's gonna get drugged for buying, but you never know. Let's just be for real. Let's be realistic.
You're the last person on here that I see ever take credit. A lot of people try to assign blame, but you don't take credit. And I know with every fiber of my being, she is a special, amazing, she's entering double digits, not quite a young lady. That doesn't come from anything that they accuse you from. That comes from all of your time, nurturing energy. I've seen her evolve so much just in this last year.
The last year has been so the progress that this child's made in the last year, which makes the move more impactful, right? Because with all of that progress, and I mean amazing progress, not like little baby steps of progress, Gianna has made leaps and bounds. Potty trained, using the potty on her own when I ask her, hey, G, go pee, stands up, walks to the bathroom, and goes pee. Do you know that was something that I don't want to say I had given up on, but I had come to terms with the fact that it just may not happen, right? Because sometimes you have to come to terms with things, but that doesn't mean you quit trying. You just accept that maybe it wasn't going to happen. But at school, transitions, right? So G struggles with transitions, which makes this move pretty hard. But her transitions at school, I mean, like butter. Walks to her class without dropping in the hallway 17 times, participating in gym class when she wouldn't even go to gym class for 2 years. Now she's going to gym class, playing soccer, involved in her, hi Mother Moon. These are all things that weren't before. These were all very, very big struggles. And so when I think about progress and I think about a big change, like a move, I have to think about regression. Because regardless of big change or really regardless of anything, there's going to be regression. Summer causes regression. You know what I mean? Just being out of routine causes regression. So that's at the forefront of my mind, is to try to stop regression in behaviors. This room. Oh, do you know what I got? I'm so glad I did this, guys. I'm glad that I did think of some things, because so we haven't lived on 2 floors. When we were in the homeless housing, we had 2 floors there because it was like a kind of like a project setting, right? But we haven't lived on 2 floors since. And in my mind, I'm like, you know, if I'm in the kitchen, if I'm cooking, if I'm, you know, doing something, I'm going to be running up and down those steps 75 times an hour, checking on her. So I got cameras. I got a camera for her room and a camera for our room, because that's another thing I got to figure out. How am I going to do the rooms? Because I want G to have the bigger room one day, willing, God willing, one day, y'all, one day I'm going to sleep in my bed by myself. It's the little things, to be honest. But how I want to do the rooms, because I want to give her the bigger room, because I don't need a big room. The only thing I do in my room is sleep. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to give her the big room off the bat. But then I have, like, our bed is literally 2 single beds and 2 single box springs pushed together, right? So if I can fit that in the small room, I'm going to, so that I can give her the big room, and then that stops from us having to switch rooms, because God knows we don't want to have to do that. So I'm figuring all that out in my head. I'm also trying to figure things out in my head, and I've never even walked in this place, not one time. Not one time. I've never been in it. So I really don't have a clear understanding of, you know, I have the setup in my head, you know, but I've never physically been in the unit. So I do want to say that there was an extreme amount of peer pressure during this experience. The peer pressure was insane. I don't think I've experienced peer pressure like that since middle school, to be quite honest. It was crazy. This whole thing was a little bit. There's a couple. There's more than one of you in here that were peer pressuring. More than one. Maybe even more than 5. Because if it were me, I'd have never made another list. If it were up to me, it'd have been that first list, and I'd have pulled that sumbitch. That, I swear, when that first list bought, because I knew that the first list was going to go, which was expectation, period. But I already knew my friends were probably going to take care of that list regardless, right? Never in a million years, not in 10 million years, did I ever consider what just happened. Farmer. But if it weren't for some people, we wouldn't be sitting here. We would just be talking about, you know, the first list. So, you guys, this is, and I was awake for some Smashly's Live last night. Girl. Girl. Listen. I can't. Girl. I'll have to talk to you. I don't know if I'm going to do it here. I'll have to talk to you. You're funny. Listen, Smash knows how much I don't want to like her. Smash knows. Smash don't gotta guess about that. She ain't gotta guess about that. But that was a big thing, right? Because I didn't want to do the public wish list for that. And then that's when people were in the ear, like, you're blocking blessings. And that's something that I've heard over years, right? Over years, that I'm really bad at it. I am, and I know I am. You don't have to tell me that I am, because I know. Because it's you know, oh, here, look at this, let me get you this. No, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I swear I'm good. And this was extremely humbling. Extremely humbling. I'm so excited for Gianna's room. Y'all, I am so excited. You guys are gonna be... It's so... This room is about to be so amazing. Now, let's talk about Gianna for a minute, okay? Because there's some things you need to understand about her. Oh shit, my phone's on 11%. Hold on. So Gianna is not a present person. Gianna has not opened very many gifts in her short 10 years. Meaning wrapped gifts, you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't care about taking paper off of stuff or anything like that. So a lot of the things will be already out and for her to see and touch and play with. Whereas, like, when you open things, you know, there's a waiting period between the time you open them until the time you can use them. So it's not going to be like a gift opening birthday in that sense, but you'll get to see her experience the things that were purchased for her, instead of open them so much, because I could wrap all of that stuff and it would literally stay wrapped for weeks. There, after Christmas, you know, there's stuff that, you know, sits under there for a week, 10 days that I have to take the paper off of. So there's not going to be a whole lot of that, but you're going to be able to see her interact with this stuff. Like, if I can get this room done the way I want to get it done before she gets home, I think that's going to be my concentration the day that I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. I don't think so. I don't think so though. I think I'm going to make my concentration that day her room. You know, I can get the living room together. I can, you know, throw the mattresses and stuff in the bedrooms, but I'm going to concentrate very hard. I'm going to try to be like, when the movers take the stuff, then I'm there getting her room ready. And even that day, so that'll be the 8th, y'all. That'll be the 8th. I'm already, this is gonna be, I'm already overwhelmed. Like, I'm already just, I'm already there, y'all. Hi, Loopy. So that'll be the 8th. And what I'm going to do is, like, let her get home from school, because it's not going to be pretty, y'all. So we will not be on live for that part. It's going to be really hard for her when she comes home that day. There's going to be a lot of change that day for her. So it's summer school, so her bus people are different. Her teachers at school are different. Her school kind of routine and setup, different. Coming home to a new home, big difference. So she's going to be very easily triggered that day because of the change, because there was already so much change. And then the home changing on top of that is going to be really hard on her. So there's not going to be, oh, a G's coming home from school. When we moved in here, and Tech can, because me and her got into it that day. When we moved in here, y'all, I didn't even think I was going to get her up the steps into the apartment. It was bad. There was nothing good about it. And there's a lot of anxiety for me around that day because of what happened when we moved here. So I think that's why the concentration is going to be, because I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do. So getting her room done to give her that so that I can then, get, because I guess I'm probably not going to sleep until sometime in October, I guess. Maybe mid-October I'll be able to get, nope, because G's having surgery in October, so I won't be sleeping then either. Maybe by the new year, y'all. Maybe by the new year. Before I started this live, y'all, before I even started this live, I have people messaging me. Still. Did you put Gianna's wish list up? I can't find the wish list. There's nothing on the wish list. And I put stuff on there and told one person, I'm like, go. They went and messaged me and said, there's nothing there. I don't know how to combat that. I don't know how to combat that. I put it up, it's gone. It's like somebody has fucking notifications marked for if there's something added to the list. You can set it to notify you when something goes on it. Well, that had to have been what was fucking happening. I think G needs a pony.
Oh my gosh.
I think G needs a pony.
That's just another animal for you to. Yeah. That's so sweet though. I love that. Hey, you can paint her a pony.
Somebody said you might want to put a storage unit on that wish list. I was dying. Rangers, she buying the farm? If there are people actually out there that want me to add to this list, message me. Because I understand that some of my friends didn't even get near it. Ranger, are you coming up?
Yes, just quickly. Here's my opinion. Put the list. If people don't want to buy, they don't have to, right? So, like, I know you have anxiety about all that stuff, but put what you feel G needs, you need, whatever, and there's no pressure for anyone to buy it. So if no one wants to participate, they don't have to.
No, there's zero pressure from anybody to do anything for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you feel anxious about it, and I don't blame you, honestly, but there's zero pressure for anyone. You can scroll on by, you can click on it and look at it. You don't have to do anything. Or you can buy something if you want. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. No, there's no, like, you know what I mean? There can be nobody that can say anything about it because nobody is pressured to buy anything on there.
Hey, Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger.
Yeah.
I love
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you, Pam. I'm not very comfortable with that, but
I
thank
know
you.
you don't have to say it back, but I do. I just want you to know that I think you're a very special human being, and I love you.
Thank you, thank you. That's really nice of you. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. That's all. Like, I know people sometimes feel like, oh, there's just zero pressure. No, like I said, no one has to do a darn thing. You can just look, don't look, scroll by, whatever. And
No, I
the fact that you're getting a lot of people buying things, I think is amazing because you can have a difference of opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want. It's a free world. I mean, a free America, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't mean that the person who has that opinion is a piece of shit.
right.
So it's nice to see that some people seem to be able to see past that. That's cool.
It really is. The you know the because obviously there aren't that many people out there that have liked me this long. So I think that that's kind of what I meant about you know how we are capable of this. And it does confuse me. I just can't, I don't know why, but if this is what we're made of, you know what I mean? If this is what we're made of, then how do we find it acceptable to act the way we do here? Me included. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about me included. So I think that's kind of where I am with this, right? That moving forward, I'm going to have my opinions. Everybody is going to, but I'm definitely going to concentrate on my delivery, take more consideration in the words and stuff that I use. Like, I think I'm gonna retire the C word, that kind of things. And maybe me making those changes will spread out.
Well, we can keep the C word for very extreme
Yeah,
ones
for
and
special
people.
cases.
I don't say it often, but
Wait, what C
it may
word are
still be
you?
around for special schmuck bags.
Are you talking about the CUNT word? I think a lot of people like that word. I don't think it's. Some people get offended, but I think
You
some
know what?
people.
To be quite honest, I never liked it until fucking TikTok. And then I met a whole lot of them.
I have
Anyway,
always despised that word. Sorry, Ranger.
no, it's okay. I interrupt. I have a bit of. I have crummy internet here, so I only have Sky or Starlink, so it's delayed by like a second or two. I was just gonna say this. All I was gonna say. I hope you don't have too. Like I know you have some anxiety about it, but I hope it doesn't develop into too badly because like I said, there's zero pressure on
Yeah,
anyone to
no.
do anything.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
get down.
can.
Bye,
Okay,
bye.
Ranger, bye.
Thank you, Ranger.
I was like, I could get down.
Now,
I did.
I do understand that there are probably going to be some people that are going to be pissed off about this. It's not. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, guys. I got to go get my charger. I can't see you.
Piggying back off of her comment for the people that do have a problem with this, let that be a reflection on their character, not hers or Gianna's. It's their character, whoever makes an issue of this. I can think of two off the top of my head, but we'll see. She really is an amazing child, and amazing children don't happen by accident.
You know what? I am excited for you guys, though, because, like, that's something that I really haven't, done here, is show Gianna and, so that you guys can see her. I think that'll be nice for you guys too, to get to know her, see me with her, because me with her, you're gonna be like, that ain't you, but it really the fuck is. I spend most of my day being a silly, goofy bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna let people see her on her birthday. Yeah, like most of my day I'm being goofy, like funny. I'm a very funny person. Y'all don't know that yet. Pam, will you put what you want to paint with? Chalk, oil, or whatever you wish. Sure too. I appreciate you so much, Loopy. You guys are saying, oh, you didn't put anything on there for yourself. I did. I got an easel. I got an art easel. I got 24 canvases. I got stuff to do a pedicure. Because we're gonna be at the pool, you know what I mean? So I got stuff to make my feet pretty. I did. I did. All right, payroll. I did put some hair stuff on there. Confirm. Oh, there. I was able to turn off the co-hosts. Casey. I know you're not. I put a Free Palestine shirt on there. Us curly girls. Yeah, I put Aunt Jackie's Curl La La on there. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. If you have like, I don't know what size coil I have on my hair. Sundresses. That's a good idea. I've been looking at sundresses. Maybe some gift cards for groceries. Girl, I almost did put groceries on there. I ain't even fucking lying. I almost did. I'm like, I'm putting all this stuff on here. At least a gift card. Yeah, Karma. Just let me know. Man, you gotta get the right curl stuff. Put a pony on the list. Smoking carpet. Aw, you know, you're gonna make me cry too.
Hey, so
Hi.
I'm really happy for you. What I will say is I personally don't understand, but just hearing you talk about like the transition and how tough it's going to be, maybe an idea is like a meal train. I know that you want to cook at home and like cooking is a big thing. And G has, I've heard you say, like texture issues.
Well, she has food
But
issues, yeah.
yeah. So like maybe a meal train where like a local restaurant or something, maybe that's another option, at least for like the first week or two. That's one less thing that you have to stress about.
That's a really that's a good idea, Chevy. I wouldn't say too, because here's the thing. G only eats particular things, right?
Yeah.
So that would be mainly for me, so that I didn't
Yeah.
have to, you know, make anything for me because, well, you could do pizza, she eats pizza. You could do tacos, she eats tacos. You know, we could probably do something like that.
And they can do grocery deliveries too on the meal train. So we do it
Oh,
for a lot of
yeah.
our friends, like when they get married or if someone passes. It just kind of eases that first week or two to where you can solely focus on trying to get her into the new routine. And that's one less thing you have to worry about.
Yeah,
I know
because
you can do a website for it. It's called, I can have Ranger Google it and send it to you, but that's just one less thing that you have to worry about.
that, yeah, this is going to be, because I'm only one person, right? So I'm going to have to put the entire house together, which is going to be probably a month-long process at this point. And, the next couple months are going to be, they're going to be trying. They are.
Yeah. But that's just, I thought that was one thing. If you didn't want to add anything more to your wish list, that's a whole nother venture. And
Yeah.
that will absolutely probably, it'll take a little bit less off you so you don't have to worry about. Now, you'll probably be tired of the same stuff over and over.
Girl, eating is a means to an end for me, girl. I gotta lose me a few pounds. You know the last time I put a bathing suit on, bitch? It was probably
Uh,
5 years ago, at least.
Listen, I don't judge because I'm a big back and I will eat every motherfucking thing. And my son wants to go to the beach, and I'm like, I'm not looking like a beached whale on the beach, so y'all can go to the beach because it ain't happening.
Girl,
So
it's see, I have listen, I'm mentally ill. I'll be the first one to fucking tell you. I am mentally ill. I have a horrible eating disorder, and it is horrible. And the lengths that I have to go to not trigger that. And a bathing suit is going to trigger that like a motherfucker. That's why I avoid them.
I mean, I just don't give a shit what people think.
Well, now I don't. And you know what? It's not like I'm going to a public pool where there's going to be 3,000 people. It's just a little pool in the complex. You know what I mean? It's not even that big of
Yeah,
a deal. So it's not,
yeah.
but you know, like, and women, we do horrible things to ourselves. We do horrible things to ourselves to achieve beauty standards that were made by pedophiles, first of all. So I'm not.
Listen, the media doesn't help when all they put out is like I see these ads for like these like I don't know what they are. The outfits that like they hold your tummy in and they show a bit that's like maybe 5 pounds overweight. I'm like, that
I'm
ain't no.
I'm gonna need a little extra support there, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
need you
hey,
to show it on a girl like me.
all y'all women, young women. Hi, sweetheart. She's beautiful, Abu Omar. She is gorgeous. She's so pretty. Hi, sweetie. Um, what was I gonna say? Hello. I am good. How are you? Your English is amazing. And you're beautiful. Let me see you. Her English is so good. Hello. I know. Let me hold on, kids.
I'm gonna drop down, Snark, but I'm
Okay.
so happy for you. It's another idea of a meal train to maybe make 2 weeks easy on you.
Yeah,
So
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No, you know what, Chevy, don't drop
yeah.
yet. I just appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. And I'm grateful. I really am for you and Ranger just taking that step to be like, hey, just wanted to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just really like you. I
I
just want to
think,
say that.
I think a lot of people get really wrapped up in the TikTok, and I think it takes definitely stepping back and realizing that there's just more to the world
Yeah.
than holding internet anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish a lot of people would kind of realize that the internet anger is just not worth it.
Yeah. I'm going to be
And
better about it. Absolutely.
well, and our new generation, like we have a new generation watching us. So
Yeah.
I think if we could all do what we've seen here, where you've helped Abood and all them, and just the care without borders is what I would say. I think if we all could just take a note and a step back and say, look at the pure joy, it'd probably be a lot better place, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Honestly. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to for sure make my conscious effort to be a part of, some change. And if that means me making changes in myself, I'm always willing to improve on anything.
The day we stop
Personally.
growing and learning is the day we're 6 foot in the ground.
Period.
So, yeah.
Period.
But good luck with the move. I'm so excited for you.
I'm so excited too now. I'm so excited. You guys, I called my daughter this morning and she was just overwhelmed. She was just overwhelmed too. Do you know what I found out? This is so exciting, y'all. Do you know what I found out? I am close. I have Oh, okay. I am close to public transportation there. I did not know that. I did not know that. There is a bus stop. It's either 1.2 miles or 1.7 miles away from the apartment complex, which if you knew where this apartment complex, I don't know if I can put gifts. I will see if I can put gift cards on there. If I can go back there and find a way to put gift cards on there, I will. If you knew, everyone can have an opinion, but real ones are always open to change their opinions, period. The bus. But if you knew where this apartment complex was, the fact that a bus goes anywhere near it, crazy. Couldn't believe it. So, also, because of peer pressure, I put something on that wish list that I was kind of against putting there. But again, as soon as I put that son bitch on there, it was fucking gone. So, things are looking better for me to be able to find a way to make money, a way to work. I don't want to say what that one thing was, but it is going to help me find ways to make money. Me being that close to public transportation also, another way for me, because y'all, Scammy Claus or anybody, Scammy Claus, Sunshine, anybody that wants to say, you don't work, bitch, as soon as I can, I am trying. What has happened here has actually put me on a track to be able to do that. But I have to try to find a way to make it from home if I can. I have to. I do work every day. Yes, I know. Yes, I do. God, if anybody knows that, girl, it's me. But I mean financially, like, I have to do it. I have to do it for self-worth. I have to do it for the betterment. These are things that, I have been trying to do for 6 years, trying to figure out how to make it work, trying to figure out, because nobody can do it better than I can. Nobody wants to, all the people that are on, well, I ain't going to say all of them. I'm sure there are people that are perfectly comfortable living on whatever assistance. I get it. Okay. And that's fine, but that's not me. I have always been a provider, always, even in my worst addiction, when I was a no good drunk. 2 jobs. Bitch, I drank when I wasn't working, but I had 2 jobs most of the fucking time. 3 jobs when my kids were young. 3 jobs. I've been a single mom. If anybody knows the struggle, baby, I do. So if you think if every day that I'm not thinking a way to get out of that struggle, then you don't know me. You don't know me. Yes. And having things are about to get, if they possibly can get more difficult for people and parents who have profoundly autistic children, not just me, there are millions of us. Things are about to get incredibly difficult. I've, been trying to talk about what they're doing with people with disabilities, taking away. People with disabilities get very little. They get the bare minimum and sometimes not even that. And there's nothing I can say, scream loud enough to get people to realize that the parents of medically complicated and profoundly autistic children, their lives are incredibly difficult now, and they are about to get more and more difficult because of the changes that they are making. Next year, they don't want anybody on Social Security. They're already taking the very little away from adults with disabilities. You guys, Gianna's disability is not going to go away when I die. And what happens to children and adults with disabilities that don't have anybody looking over them are horrid. They are terrible, terrible things. So if you think that every day I'm not trying to plan for when I'm not here anymore, I am going to be 56 years old. I've smoked all my life. I haven't treated my body right. I've done things to shorten my life. So if you think my concentration isn't on what the hell happens to this child when I'm no longer here, and if you think a job isn't going to impact that and that I'm unaware of that, you're fucking nuts. There's nobody that's more aware of what I need to do than me. Also, I'm going to take a minute to thank Amy Grasso for being one of the most hateful, one of the most xenophobic, racist, eugenic loving, Nazi boot licking, gray matter hearted having cunt that ever existed on this fucking internet. What I have put up with you, from you, in this past year, woman, is nothing less than fucking criminal. You guys got mad about that wish list or that bride and groom. That ain't even the worst thing that bitch has done. A poop blocker on your list so you can block these haters out. That list, that ain't even the tip of the fucking iceberg what that bitch has done here. And let me make this very fucking clear. She does that to a lot of people on here, not just me. Yes, traveler, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Evil exists here. Evil fucking exists here. And a whole lot of that evil exists in Amy Grasso. And the fucking harassment and just the open bullying and the acceptance of the bullying and the clapping for the bullying. Yeah, let's not forget this is the same person who said go without electricity for a few days, exactly. So thank you, Amy Grasso, because I think you, with all that hate that you muster up in a day to come here and be fucking disgusting, people turned that energy into something good. And all I want you to do is sit back and be pissed the fuck off about it. I want you to go live every day with the things that I got. I want you to talk about it until your last breath. Harassment and bullying. That's my first harassment and bullying violation. That was my first. The first one this whole life. I hope she is seething. Not every... Casey, for whatever reason, every one of your comments are getting filtered. Good morning, sweet cheeks.
I asked him the same thing. He may or may not have been, I don't want to say naughty, somewhere else. And I think it's carrying over to here. He's the only one that's getting filtered. And I think you have 2 words on your block
Yeah, I don't do
words.
filtered
Yeah.
words.
So I don't
Thank
know
you, sweet
why, but
cheeks.
it is every comment. I've been
Thank you,
approving
sweet
them.
cheeks.
So I think he may have, just been Casey somewhere else.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
Now I
got
can't even
him,
hear anything.
but I'm approving him as I see him.
Yeah, so did I. I did too. Oh man, you guys, I have the
Thank you,
world's
sweet cheeks.
biggest fucking headache. I didn't eat yesterday. I didn't sleep last night. I couldn't eat yesterday, boy. I ate it. I ate a can of raviolis for dinner, and then G fell asleep at 9:30, which the anxiety set in quickly. And I was like, I gotta hurry up and go to bed. And I was like, I'm not a lick fucking tired. And so as soon as I laid down, which was like, I don't know, 11:30ish, she woke up. And that was, I already knew. So at midnight we were up eating pizza. And so I ate some pizza, but yesterday was it felt like I don't know what it felt like. I still am. Yesterday I went live for 4 minutes and I didn't put one sentence together the whole 4 minutes. I didn't. Not one legible sentence. I tried.
I knew what was behind that.
I tried.
It's overwhelming to finally feel the love. I don't know, should have been there all along, but like I said earlier, you're finally seen as a human, and you always were.
It only took what year is this? 2026? 4 years. That's not bad.
Yeah, I think this goes to the old adage of it's easier to believe the bad stuff than to find out for yourself if it's true.
Right.
Like all the memes that have been made about you, and I know there was one point in time,
Dude, I
You
was
coulda
going
counted.
through the accounts to unblock. There was Blau's hair extensions, Pam supports terrorism, Pam the terrorist. I mean, all of them are in there. And I was just
there
like,
were some horrific ones.
Jesus Christ, there were some really fucking bad ones, man.
There was one point in time where we could count at one time like 3 or 4 people that were restreaming what you were saying and picking it apart. Um, and it was, I don't know if it was political views, maybe it was, but we're in a completely divided country and world right now. There's plenty of people on this here internet and world and life that I don't agree with, but I don't feel the need to pick them apart and bash them. Oh my God, I drive myself
There's
crazy.
still a little hope. There is still a little hope for the people that are hoping I go to jail or hoping that something bad happens to me, because I don't know if you watched the news, but there was a group of protesters, and I want to say it was in California, that got sentenced to between 30 and 100 years in prison for protesting ICE. The guy that got 30 years moved some material, being paper material, from one apartment to another, and he got 30 years in prison for that. The guy that when the officer showed on scene and pulled his weapon, and the protester pulled his weapon and fired a shot that hit the officer in the shoulder, which he in fact did survive. He got 100 years. 100 years in prison for protesting ICE and having a weapon drawn on you and defending yourself. So 100 years for that guy. So if you guys don't know, there are hundreds and thousands of people in this country that supported Palestine, that raised money for Palestine, that were pro-Pally, that are still pro-Pally and will be pro-Pally until their last breath. But they are also going to criminalize that. So at some point, the money that I raised, right? The money that I raised, the money I personally sent, will probably be criminalized as well. And that will be true for hundreds and thousands of people. And it was simply because we watched thousands and thousands of babies be blown to bit and starve, and we couldn't do it anymore and had to help. But if you don't think that that's coming, it is also coming. It is also coming. Just like the ICE protesters that are now spending 30 years in prison because they moved paper material from one housing unit to another housing unit. So bad things are still to come. Because if you didn't hear what Bob said yesterday, that there absolutely is a risk that you're taking if you're, showing any kind of resistance to what's going on either in Palestine or what's going on in this country. Yes, there's absolutely a risk level. Am I a high risk? Am I, taking a risk? Not anymore. I'll get on here and run my mouth about it or try to inform y'all about some things that I think you should be aware of. But now, I have an important job here. So being removed from my home, as much as you guys would love to see that happen and have made attempts to make that happen, which don't ever think that I'm ever going to fucking forget that. Don't ever think that I'm never going to forget the bitches that brought the FBI to my house. It's forever fuck you. It's forever fuck you. Any involvement you had with that fuck shit, it's forever fuck you, bitch. To try to get me arrested so that you can come to the fucking internet and gloat about it, you fucking ignorant, evil motherfuckers.
And let that be their karma. I firmly believe what you put out in this world is what you manifest and what comes back to you. Bad and evil energy gets you exactly that. You can't have good things happen when you're swimming in shit. It just doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
I don't believe. So, a lot of people question me, blah, blah, blah. I do try to put out, I don't want to say positive energy, but I do try to see the softer side to 99% of the people. There's like a 1%, there is no softer side. But, yeah, you literally get what you give. And when you give all that shit, you are shit. Sorry. Not sorry.
I'm never gonna apologize for helping people stay alive. And I know that my friendship with Abood and Bilal has given me a completely different outlook of the world. I believe that being as close to them as I have been for the past year has made me a better person. 100%. Because I see things differently. I perceive things differently. Yeah, Jennifer, it really is. And I'm glad that people can see it. Listen, I think everybody should be passionate about what's going on. If you're unhappy with the things that are going on in this world, everybody should be passionate about it. Because what are we leaving our children? What are we leaving our grandchildren? What are we leaving anybody? Not water. Not water. We're not leaving them water. What are we... Listen. We got to do something, y'all. We definitely got to do something. And we got, 3 years of this left. So, yeah, I like to talk about it. I am passionate about it. I think everybody that loves this country, everybody that had an ideal in their head about what this country embodied and found out that wasn't true, your main focus should be making it what you thought it embodied. You want to make the change that makes it what we should have been proud of, can be proud of, want to be proud of. we're not doing anything to be proud of. Anything. This stuff is horrible that we're doing here. Yes. Quit, we're a country of I know her. I know her. We're a country of individualists. We are. We're only aware and worried about things that concern us personally. And if it don't, we don't care. And that's what we got to understand. And that's what we got to get out of. We got to. I'm going to say this because just think, if we were a country, right? And this is kind of social, kind of a bit of socialism here, but if you're a country that supports the weakest part of your society, if the weakest part of your society is stable and supported, you can only go up from there. If you make the weakest part because this is what they consider, right? The weakest part. People with disabilities, homelessness. If all of that was supported and lifted up, that only builds up. You're only as strong as your weakest fucking link. So imagine a society where the very weak is strongly supported, and how much stronger that makes the strong people. I believe in that 100%. I believe in that 100%. And that's the way it should be. But we're in late stage capitalism. We're individualists. We revere millionaires and billionaires. We revere them. We aspire. You know what I mean? And if there's a clip of Elon Musk out there saying that families that have people with disabilities, they're scamming, they're grifting. Those families, they're not getting that support, and they're getting support that they don't even need or use. That's a billionaire. That's a trillionaire. He's not even a billion anymore. The motherfucker's a trillionaire, telling you and your families, you don't need that. That ain't helping nobody. That's a grift. They're stealing. You let a fucking trillionaire tell you that. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But here we are. Okay, listen. I'm gonna go try. This child stayed up all night. I'm not even joking. Listen, stayed up all night long. I got up at 7:40, which is late for me. She woke up at 7:40. That girl just went to sleep at like 4:35 o'clock a.m. Had the audacity to wake up at 7:40, giggling, happy as a clam, giggling. I'm out here and she's just back there giggling her ass off, and then fell back to sleep. So, in order to not stay up all night tonight, we're going to try to go wake her up, and it's not going to be pretty. I will go back to the wish list payroll. I know. I will go back. Give me some time. I will go back. I will add some stuff, okay? And just know that you changed my life. This collectively changed my life. And I'm just going, because it really is that heavy. You did. You all did. You absolutely did.
I love that for you and for G. And I'm so overwhelmed with joy. I know I wasn't responsible in any way, shape, or form.
Shiny, you
but I want to
are.
say thank you to
I love
every
you.
single person that was finally able to see past some of the stereotypes surrounding you or her and just open their hearts to pure joy for this child. It really does overwhelm me that something this special has come both your ways.
Thank you, Shani, and I love you, and I appreciate your true and tried. Hey, not just you, but there's hey, so there's a lot of people that we have come back from the whole sunshine thing, right? There's a lot of people that never wavered, never faltered, understood very well that the things I was being accused of were not things that I was capable of. And I promise you that. And I appreciate every single one of you that even if you did kind of believe and go along and all of that, and you came back and said, hey, my bad. I just believed it. I got scared, whatever the reason, right? I'm grateful and very thankful that we were able to come back around, and I'm regardless of popular opinion, right? I am not a horrible person that is. Now, there's a couple of you out there that I'm sorry, it just ain't gonna never happen. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna apologize because no, I'm not sorry. That's a fake apology. There are some that are just never, ever, ever going to get that. But I appreciate the ones that I was able to have the conversations with and forgive, because I think forgiving is very healing. I don't think grudges grudges don't really help anybody. So forgiveness is healing, and you forgive somebody and you feel a couple pounds lighter. And I appreciate the people. Breezy, I love Breezy, but me and Breezy weren't good there for a while. You know what I mean? We weren't good and I was worried that we weren't going to, that our friendship was going to, and I'm very grateful that it didn't. I'm very grateful because I love her, and I'm very happy that our friendship withheld, because popular opinion also, you guys think that I lost all these friends, but I didn't. I mean, I know you maybe hoped that I did, or you wanted me to, but I didn't. I have amazing friends and people in my life, and from the bottom of my heart, I love you all dearly. You're my support system. You're my my soundboard. Some of you are my co-parents. I'd be lost without you, and I'm just so grateful for you. So grateful. I love you all so much.
We love you.
Really, really important to me.
I'm so happy for you and for G, and I know it's going to be very trying the next 2 weeks with the transition. But hopefully the love that's surrounding you makes that a little bit easier for you.
It already is. I love you so much, Hill. Hillary has been my rock for 4 years. She's been my literal rock. And the best thing that happened out of me and Tech was Hillary. The best thing that ever happened out of that was her. She's an amazing, amazing person that has been through her own stuff. And we've been through some stuff together now. We've been through. And my next thing is to get Hillary to Pittsburgh. That is my next thing, to get Hillary to Pittsburgh. We have been trying to get Hillary to Pittsburgh for about 2.5 fucking years. But our next thing is to get Hillary to Pittsburgh. That's, me and her were talking about it the day before yesterday. Just that would That would make my entire fucking life at this point. I heard, and I don't want to leave without saying this, but I heard that there is a sex offender trying to get into people's spaces and kikiing about it and saying how easy it's going to be. You're going to be somebody's mod. Man, I very rarely mod people I don't fucking know. I won't be modding anybody at this point. Probably if I have your troll account modded, don't take it personal if I remove you. Just message me and let me know who you are. I'm not playing those games. I'm not playing any games. Listen to me. I'm not playing any games with any sex offenders. Do you understand me? You don't want any of this, buddy. I promise you that. You won't last 30 goddamn seconds, dude. I'm not even joking. Go ahead. Go ahead and even attempt it, and I am going to make you cry. I promise you, with everything in me, you pussy bitch made motherfucker, I will make you cry. You can try me. You can fucking try me, dude.
Hey, I just wanted to come up here and say he is
Morning,
Mama's little
monster.
girl. He is Mama's little girl after all, so it won't be hard.
Yep. Mummy's little princess.
That part is so sick.
No, I wanted to come up here and just tell you that I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for G. She deserves the world, like she really does. So I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for G.
Well, we love you, Nikki. We love you.
I love you both. I do.
Me and Nikki been through some. Man, me and Nikki are a pretty good story, though.
Yeah.
Me and Nikki, we had. I used to talk mad shit on Nikki, and we always kept like some mutual respect for one another,
Yep.
and you can see that like through the years, right? And she's one of my favorite people now. Listen, if you think you can't trust people here, I know who I can trust.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, monster. Can you please put stuff on the list? Listen, y'all, this is crazy. This is maddening. Where is the list for G's B-Day? Hey, Nikki. Do you know, Nikki and Monster, you all, I don't know if you've been around, but I had a whole panic attack over this gosh darn thing. I really did. I said I would. I'm going to see how the words aren't coming out again. I'm going to attempt here in a little bit to try to add some stuff to that list.
I'm gonna figure out how to, because the list keeps getting wiped out before I can get it. So what I'm gonna do is I got to figure out how to do it, unless somebody can call me and talk me through it. To do a Amazon gift card, and just that way you can get whatever whatever you want for her.
Okay, so as soon as I get G up, I will, and we get settled down. I'll get back on there and see what I can add. Y'all are listen. I'm just gonna say this because it's not like I don't know this. Y'all are gonna talk about me like a motherfucking dog.
Nobody better.
They better not.
No, inevitably, when you
This
move,
little wiener dog, dude.
oh my gosh, not the wiener dogs. When you move, there's always something when you go to get situated that especially where you haven't seen the place. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I'd need that. Maybe people are offering gift cards. Maybe
Yeah.
leave yourself open to whatever that becomes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think maybe the gift cards only because like I have windows, like I have a kitchen window, but I don't know what size it is. The bedroom windows, I don't know what size they are. I have sliding glass doors, but I have like I bought, like I did a Temu. It was like a Temu mistake, I think. but they've grown on me since I've had them. But they're the weirdest material. They're like, I don't want, it's not shower curtain material, but I think they're polyester is what they are. I think they're 100% polyester. They're like, if you've ever seen like in Asian homes, how they have the sliding doors through all their, and they have the anyway, that's what I have. They've grown on me though. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I gotta figure out if somebody can like message me
So just
and
keep
walk
putting
me through
different
the gift card.
denominations on the list. Okay.
Yeah, gift card. I'll do like a gift card, and that way you can get whatever she wants or whatever you need, or
Okay.
whatever.
We can we could probably do the gift cards too, because Chevy wanted to do a meal train, and that was actually a good idea, even for the first couple of days, so I don't have to think about it. But maybe we can do the gift cards for like I don't like DoorDash, y'all, and the big reason I don't like DoorDash is because of the exorbitant amount of fees that they put on there. I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. If I only DoorDash stuff, like say G runs out of something and it's a preferred item that I'm gonna listen to her hit on that communication device all day because I don't have it, then I will bust down and DoorDash something because that's imperative. But other than that, my Lord, have mercy. I will DM you in a few days so I can. Okay. Okay, you too, Karma. You too. Please accept the gifts with no stress. We love to help. Okay, Farmer. Or Monster Jesus, Mother of fucking Mary. Oh, sorry, girl.
All right, I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted to say
Okay,
I'm happy
Nikki,
for you.
thank you.
I love you. I love G, and yeah,
Thank
just
you.
I'll hit you on Snap here in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, hun.
All right, I'll be here. All right, guys. I'm going to go work on what I can, get the kid up, de-escalate myself, get my blood pressure a little bit down. Because the panic attack I had yesterday, guys, was in fact exhausting. And the reason I panicked was because of the mistakes I made. And then when I went back to correct the mistakes and they were gone, girl, that just sent me into a goddamn tailspin. I was shaking. I was crying. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Maybe a positivity attack. It was overwhelmed. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'll come back later. Some things are coming today. G's bedroom at this point is just going to be overrun with stuff, but I'll work on it here in the next hour or so. Okay. Let me get this kid up and try to get things moving here. Bye, guys. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. 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 Jesus, I'm going to be saying this for a long time. Okay.